Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is the first video of the new year 2023. I am repeating what I did last year by discussing upcoming animated movies that may release this year. I say may because barely any of these movies have a release date, so I'm fully expecting all the years. 3 of these I tried to order by release, but now I can, so I'll do it alphabetically because why not? There's little information on most movies, so most films will have little to talk about. This might also be because all studios have adopted Netflix advertising strategy of not. Except of course Illumination, only 3 of these movies have trailers and none of them are done releasing trailers. For the record, I'm recording this on the 28th of December. The trailer is released in the next few days and that's about the hook. Last year I prioritized the 11 to discuss, now I tried to even it out by having 14. From what I can tell, this seems like a gap year because there's more major releases in 2024 and that's only what we know so far. As for what qualifies, 2 were on my 2022 video but I included them because they had trailers. I'm also not counting Puss in Boots: The Last Wish because it's released in most countries. Apparently it's amazing, but I won't know for a month. So now onto a list where I think none will release until April. Big City Greens the movie might come out 2023, so far it says it will somewhere. Big City Greens is a Disney show I watch and enjoy, but I don't think it's great. About 1 in every 4 episodes I dislike, and I would prefer if it went for a charming approach over a comedic one, even if the show is funny. Doing a younger story, the Chipocalypse Now was great, so I think the characters could work in movie form. It will likely just be a TV movie, but now with the rise of streaming there's barely a difference. As long as it's over an hour it counts as a movie. I think this will likely be good. Chicken Run 2, done with a Nugget, got a promotional image and that's it. Chicken Run doesn't really need a sequel as the story seems concluded, at least I haven't bought the rights from DreamWorks. The plot involves them now living in peace and having children, but a new threat emerges. The description of a new threat is very vague. I still get a feeling it'll be generic. Admin has went 3 or 4 years since Farmageddon, so maybe they have improved. Now I make fun of the studio a lot like this meme, where I want to see them make a good film. I just doubt it will happen here. It's expected to release November, which I interpret as being the year till 2024, but it could come this year. Diaryofawimpykidthelaststraw might release as well. I can't tell if it's been confirmed. The third book, The Straw, is one of the best books. I didn't like how it was grouped up with Dog Days in the live action movies. So far, the animated movies have been okay, but had the odd problems, and I do see it getting worse from here on. I'm wondering how long this will last. Even if each movie gets worse reviews, will they ever stop? Could be good, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'll probably still watch it. Elemental, finally a movie with a trailer and release date. Stuff I actually discussed here. Pixar originals often felt more natural. What if this thing was alive and their connection to humans? What if elements were personified doesn't feel as Pixar, but I don't care about that. Pixar has changed and this does a very elemental world. I don't know what it will do with it, but it's fine. The animation looks great, but I can't help but prefer the concept art, it looked cute. The story being a romance does partially worry me, because that is tagged along with tropes that may or may not happen. There might be parents who disapprove leading to a discrimination story and something about generational trauma. And the third act fight about something dumb. Elemental will probably be good, but I'm not as excited for it or Pixar movies by its premise. High in the Clouds is an animated film by Netflix, which should be rolling animation. The only problem is most of the movies are very advertised and pushed to the side. This movie is based on a book that I haven't read, but I like the art style. The posters have the same art. Don't know if the movie will look like that, or have a different art style. Plot is that an imaginative young squirrel leads a musical revolution to save his parents from a tyrannical leader. This sounds intriguing and I might give it a watch, but I don't think it's really a must-watch. Migration is the first original Illumination film, since Sing 7 years ago. It is releasing December 22nd, so it makes sense that little information on it commentary. The plot is about a family of ducks trying to convince their overprotective father to go on vacation. I predicted this story will follow all cliches, but I have hope for Illumination to do something else. There's a couple of signs that might from this movie, but I don't know. I hope this movie is decent, even if it is clearly a side project for Illumination. Monkeyking. The title makes me think of the Lego show Monkey Kid that has a character of the same name. The concept art looks great, just appreciate this image. The story sounds like a generic mission quest, but this looks highly climatic. I mildly look forward to it. I don't have much to say about most movies in this video. Nimona was originally being produced at Blue Sky Studios. Disney shut them down when the movie was apparently 70% complete. This project was assumed to be cancelled, but Netflix is reviving it and might actually advertise this movie. Probably not. The movie was adapted from a popular comic series that I haven't read, but I know the creator also created the 2018 Shiva series. That is great. I like how Nimona managed to be revived and will include LGBT themes prominently. Some of the character designs are out, and I really like how they translated this into CG. This will likely be great. There's no month reveal so far. Spiderman Across the Spiderverse was a film I almost skipped in this video because I discussed it enough last year's video, but a trailer released recently. First, the titles are moved to part 1 and part 2, but there's still no movie in 2024 titled Beyond the Spider-Verse. For only one word difference, I can imagine the order being confused by casuals. Anyway, the trailer is mostly one conversation scene, but shows many spider designs. There's one line about who the bad guy is, and I have already seen videos of people trying to attach the story together with teleporting villain. I don't really care about Spider-Man Raw, and while the first movie was great, I didn't give it as much as the rest of the animation community did. This movie will probably be good, but I'm not desperate to see it immediately. Set to release in June. Titled SpongeBob Spinoff movie. Yes, that is on the list. At first, I thought it would be a Sandy movie saying Bikini Bottom. That doesn't have a release date yet. It's not been revealed what spin-off this is, unless it's a title stone special releasing soon. It's yes in a year left, why is there yet information on these movies? Honestly depends what spin-off, but spin-off movies are automatically better than spin-off shows. I still hope one will be a Merman Barnacle movie. This video is far too negative, but you'll key this the next movie I'll discuss. Super Mario Bros. Movie is something I discussed before. I went over last year and made a video after the teaser trailer. After another trailer released, I considered making another video, but decided I need something to talk about here. Animation and score looks to be great. This is meant to be a musical, and I don't know how this will be, but in theory musicals are superior. I like how Peach's character seems to be betrayed, and the journey seems to make sense. I'm not a big fan of the game, but I like how this remembers is adapting a video game by including parts of Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart in this movie. It looks to be full of references, but not in a way distracting for new viewers. The only potential issue is that Mario and Luigi will be separated for most of the movie, but everything else looks great. This is my most anticipated movie for 2023. I know it was previously out here, so it could disappoint, but I hope not. I wasn't expecting much at first, but now it looks like hope for Illumination reputation. All the success will just be attributed to Nintendo only because Illumination is overhated. Anyway, this is releasing April, and I predict it will be the first of this year's to release. Trolls Band Together is the third Trolls movie, and there's currently no plot description, but it's meant to release this year, so it makes sense. I've only seen two, but I'm making an assumption that DreamWorks made the two best animated films of 2022, so are on a high currently. This year's only one movie with a third installment to one of their Easter egg franchises. Don't know how to feel about it, because the Trolls movies aren't good but are interesting. First has some charm and comedy, but gets pulled down by the end. The second tries to tell a complex diversity story but failed. I like Branch's character. I could possibly discuss both these movies in more detail at some point. The TV show Trolls The Week Goes On has its good moments if you get past the mediocre first season, having the dumbest cliffhanger ever at the end of season 5. What I'm saying is that the franchise will always have potential to work, but enough good that I can't call one of DreamWorks worse. If it does fail, it will at least be interesting at having to follow on from World Tour that made the world bigger. At the very least, this will have a brilliant animation style that's overlooked. I think it's best to wait before declaring DreamWorks' great streak over. Did I really spend the longest talking about Trolls 3 in this video? Wildwood might release this year. When I look up the release date, it says April 21st, 2023. I don't think that's true. Like is producing this, and they have a track record of great films that are poorly performing. Promotional art looks cool, but it doesn't really reveal the style. It's like so it'll probably be great stop motion. That is if it even releases this year, yeah. Wish is the next movie by Walt Disney Animation Studios, who have recently started barely advertising their movies, Strange World especially, but even Encanto had other factors advertising the movie at first instead of Disney. I'm hoping that doesn't happen for this, because I really like the concept art and style. It will partially be 2D watercolor mixed with CG. There's nothing showing how that will look yet, but the idea is intriguing. The story is about a wishing star shown across the all of Disney. I don't trust that description. It's probably just about a wishing star, and they want to make this movie seem like a cinematic universe. Either way, I'm looking forward to this movie. Disney and Pixar only have 2 movies this year, after having 3 in 2021 and 2022, but I hope quality makes up for that. Conclusion, this video felt very negative, not because the movies looked bad, but there wasn't much to go off. Last minute marketing becoming the norm. Knowing the Mario movie, everything else makes something for in between, yeah. 2024 has Inside Out 2, Despicable Me 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, Garfield, and the Spider-Verse 3. A lot of franchise films I can imagine doing well at the box office. I will watch all these movies, but will only give some initial impressions. I might just give some Yetbox reviews instead of videos. I will only give initial impressions if it's a major release and or something I'm annoyed on. Another thing, considering how little trailers are released, I might try and make some shorter videos about certain trailers. It depends if there will be a free place for my other videos. If you enjoyed this video, consider pressing subscribe and watch my other videos. I made a playlist compiling all my 2022 videos together. The end.